Alright, welcome back. Sorry about that. I hope you guys have taken care of yourself. Grab yourself some water. And before we continue our journey. So, welcome to Spud Sanctuary. And I'm just playing this lore playthrough and learning quite a bit, to be honest, about Grim Dawn and how grim it is. Stories and the beautiful writing that they have. Yeah, everyone, so thanks, hope you enjoy coming on a Friday night. At least it is Friday night here in Australia, so welcome to you all. Alright, we're gonna move forward into the story. Last we just grouped up with Ogrim, and we going to, he told us to go to Homestead and open the portal so they can come through. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I'm sorry, so we talked to this Colin Cavern because he's got this exclamation mark on his head. And there we go. Colin says, I'm sorry for eavesdropping, but I couldn't help but overhear that you will be going through the mountain deeps. Yeah, that's right. Why do you ask? You see, my sister Dahlia got fed up with waiting while I lay here with a gaping wound in my side. Despite Ogrim's insistence that she stay, Dahlia set out into the depths on her own in search of rescue and medical supplies. It's been over a day now, and I'm afraid something must have happened. Would you please look for her? I fear the worst. Yeah, I'll look for her. You're not gonna like the answer though. Okay. So Story Pets and Thorny Boy is on their journey down this cave entrance. Oh, the gun is loud. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that puddle mechanic. I hate that puddle mechanic. Alright, we're going left because there is a shrine. Oh, the road's blocked off. Oh, luckily this is alright. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing, it's not gonna stop me from move. Just walk on top of it. Yep, like this. I'm just gonna dash across instead of waiting. What was that? Surprise!
My inventory is.
Oh, what? Sorry guys. I didn't clear my bag, so just be very quick. I'm gonna portal out of here.
See anything you like?
No, not gonna use a shield. Don't need another storm guard. Oh, what was that? Wrong finger flick. Did I sell something I meant to keep? No, pierce damage. No, don't worry about that. None of the weapon matters because we are dedicated to use a two-handed range weapon. Yeah, don't need that. Don't need this. It's actually not bad. No, it's okay. This belt, don't need it. This helmet, don't need it. It's okay. Next level we're gonna use a brand new gun anyways. So we don't have to worry about any of this. 7% all. Spirit, that's fine.
See you around.
Okay, continue our story. Alright, there's a shrine. Start. Hey. Alright, we are going to put into the resistances. There we go. And then we're gonna look for Dahlia, which is that star that just popped up here. It's another sad story. And the road's being blocked off. And we have to... Wait, let me see the map. We can go around. Okay, we'll go that way. We have to go that way. 5,000 damage. Yeah, go Thorny Boy. Yeah, that's huge damage. Dead. Oh, I didn't... Where's Dahlia? There we go. Yeah, she didn't survive, she died. She didn't leave a lore note for us explaining how she died. She just died. Well, I need to pay attention to my health. Okay, alright. Heading back out. Travel towards Homestead. So the plan is we're getting to Homestead and we finish the Homestead quest line. It's like killing the bug in the amalgamation first, so then we can join Kymon. So once we join Kymon, we are going down the Necromancer path mastery. Come on, Thorny Boy. Kill him. Okay, we're gonna head. And we're gonna skip Pine Barrens for now. We will come back because there's got 2 shrines in there. I'd like to pick that up. Yeah, okay, we can go this way. Grasping Vine is really nice. Oh, that's a dead end. Okay, we are at Homestead. At least we're at the gates of Homestead. There are 2 bosses in there. Yeah, I don't think so, my friend. Try and catch me. Alright, we got it. So what we're gonna do is head back to the Deadman's Gulch. Hello, little Cobalt 8. This is not my first playthrough. I have played this game. I finished it on normal a few years back when it first came out. And then I finished the Forgotten Sons as well a few years back when that came out. But it's been a few years. So I'm going through and I'm still finding extra lore information that is super grim. Yeah, super exciting, very good lore story wise, what's happening, how it's happening. Some of them is like the Dreek story. I didn't really agree that was Dreek that came back. Well, couldn't definitively say that was Dreek. So anyway, but enjoying this playthrough. I hope you are enjoying it as well. Yeah, stay. Okay, Colin here says, did you find my sister? Yes. I'm sorry. I had a feeling. Thank you for the information. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Alright, Ogrim, let's go.
Are we? Good work. I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by Rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
And I know I'm not using the most efficient sort of mastery of the skills, but hey, I'm having fun with others. Just looking at them, just seeing them being entangled in the vines, not being able to move. Yeah, I take joy in that. Yeah. Okay, so Douglas Sullivan Old Barrel.
These are trying times, but we will persevere.
Okay, welcome to Homestead, Traveler. What brings you here? I came from Devil's Crossing. I was wondering if we could trade for food. I understand your predicament. I truly do, but I'm afraid we are not in a position to help you right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves. With the Black Legion, Bell bent on destroying every ethereal and Chthonians they see, they've lost sight of the issues plaguing the very people they are trying to protect. Okay? So, what's the problem? After the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together, we built Homestead up into a sanctuary, but it came at a loss of countless other farmsteads. When the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed everyone. Captain Sommer considers the resources available to be sufficient for her campaign and has deemed any further effort to restore the farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. Okay. The Dermapterans, a vile infestation that plagues this land every few years, are running rampant throughout our land, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. Now, laying eggs, that's the problem. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land left barren. There are 2 farms just west of here, belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which would be the ideal next steps in expanding our food production. If you could clear out the Demapteran egg clusters there, along with any Demapteran protecting them, then perhaps I can convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it that you are justly compensated. What do you say? Any time for a quest. Now this guy, Isaiah, and that's his daughter Josephine. So Josephine almost got almost got in a big trouble with his partner, and Isaiah had to stab him in the guts, and he was dying on the side of the road, and I saved him. So, well, I didn't save him. I confronted him, and he told me that he was about to rape his daughter. So he ended up here. Seems our roads crossed again. Glad to see you've survived the wilderness. I appreciate you getting me tell my side of the story back in the Arcovian foothills. Most people wouldn't bother getting all the details straight. Glad you've made it though. Say, I've gathered up a few interesting things while traveling out here. Don't suppose you'll be interested in buying something? Only the best deals for a friend. Oh, let's take a look.
Come see what's left of my
Yeah, I'm
wares.
just gonna sell stuff to you though. Oh, what's that? Chaos damage? Nah. Oh, physical and bleeding. But Modrogan's packed. I'm the pet builder. Okay. Internal trauma, physical damage. Alright. Okay.
See you around.
Keep on going. Lots of lore.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives.
Yep, you're welcome.
I wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out.
What do we do now?
I'm going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Sommer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She'll fill you in on the situation.
Alright, I'll speak to her. So this is Inquisitor Creed that has been writing all those journals for us.
So much death. Knowing.
Yeah. Okay, I have some questions. Make it quick, okay? How do you know Ogrim? I've long known Ogrim by his previous title, the First Blade, although I was fortunate not to have met him in his working capacity back then. It was not until the days prior to the Grim Dawn that I met him in person. It was our mutual awareness of the ethereal conspiracy and the individual inability to counter it that brought us together. In the end, we realized the ethereals already controlled too much of the government and could not be stopped. Okay, so we instead set out to gather resources and allies to weather the invasion and launch a resistance. Okay, alright, cool. I'm gonna have a few lore notes, so let's go to his 7th entry. So last entry he escaped Warden Krieg's captivity. He was in the cellar in the cell. So he was able to run away. So much time has passed since my last entry, following my escape from Craig's laboratory. I have raced against time and lost, passed through darkness and flame, and witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed key figures in the capital were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call ethereals, I reasoned that it was only with support from within capital that we could hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside the capital could be spun as a political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus, I cast the dice and raced towards the heart of Erulan, trying to conceal myself as best as I could. Upon my arrival, I proceeded cautiously, looking a room at a squalid inn near the west gate in an effort to keep my arrival secret. Initially, I sought out old acquaintances, assuming if I could detect some change in personality or behavior in my revealed possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road carrying out my duties as an Inquisitor had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were the result of possession or just the passage of time and faded memories. The only gamble left then was to report back to the Citadel of the Illuminati and see what came of it. I never made it there. Waiting until the sunlight dwindled and crowds thinned in the street below, I rose to leave but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, evading all of the wards set against the intruders. This is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. Okay. Oh, I leveled up. Cool. It was known that anyone of significance who fomented discontent or posed a real threat to the rule of the Emperor might be visited by the First Blade. I had never stirred such controversy, but I always imagined if such an encounter took place, I could put up a respectable fight. I never got the chance. Taken unaware, I was disarmed before I even knew what was happening. Had he sought my death, I would not have been witness to the killing stroke fall. However, he seemed more interested in answers instead of, in turn, provided me with an account of his own events that confirmed my worst fears. The First Blade revealed that only days prior he had been forced to turn his knives on the Emperor himself by his own command. Despite the myriad safeguards protecting the Emperor, both mundane and arcane, he had become host of an ethereal. Through strength of mind, he had usurped his possessor long enough to summon the First Blade, command his own execution, and charged the assassin with ensuring that his son, the young prince, survive to reclaim the throne. His last command issued, the Emperor's consciousness slipped once again under the control of the ethereal, and a desperate battle ensued. The First Blade reported that he believed the Emperor and the ethereal within him slain, but, given his inexperience with the entities, could not say anything for certain. He relayed that he had secretly taken the prince and put him into hiding, but declined to elaborate. Okay, understandable. The First Blade said he intended to retire his imperial title and had chosen the name Ogrim, which made me curious as to whether it was an intentional reference to the mythic character. Oh, okay, mythic character. A final troubling detail was that no proclamation of the Emperor's passing had been issued. Not only did this demonstrate the ethereals had sufficient control of the palace to conceal the death, but given that they couldn't hope to hide the Emperor's absence for long, it suggested that the next phase of their operation was imminent. I strategized with Ogrim long into the night, formulating a plan to counter the ethereals, but ultimately we agreed that we could not defeat their conspiracy in time. The only course left was gather whatever people and resources we could, go to ground and weather the coming storm, then find a way to counter the invaders. We agreed that the Black Legion would be our best hope in securing allies, as a conscripted army of criminals, debtors and political dissidents bound to service. It seemed unlikely that the ethereals will have any reason to infiltrate them when they could control them indirectly through the military high command. The next step was to discreetly make contact. Okay. So the Black Legion scouting report. I write this letter to report of extreme and disturbing ethereal activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and made my way through the warren of low stone walls, fences, and occasional farmhouses. I was careful to move in secret and remain undetected from the horrors that will roam the fields unchecked. I made it to the Valley of Two Hills, near the river, when I witnessed something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was neither stone nor flesh drifting slowly across the land, as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core, and great writhing tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting black shell. I watched in mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed and then, without warning, burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. It was then that the obelisk pulled itself into the ground with a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying. It began glowing so bright I could hardly look. Its power seeped into the ground, twisting and corrupting as it spread. I lingered for nearly an hour in that place, and in that time, a great distance around the obelisk has been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an untouched patch of land to begin the cycle again. We must act soon, or there will be nothing left to save. 6 regimental scouts of the Black Legion, Renault Oberak. Okay, fair bit of information there. I leveled up 1 to 58. Okay, so I'm gonna put a pawn into the Thorny Boy. And I should be able to use this bow. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna put these things away.
Got something you need, Squad? I'll hold on to that for you.
Okay, so
See what's left of my wares.
gonna talk to the hag. This one. Captain Sommer.
I'll skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slip, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion?
Oh, sure thing. What do you need me?
The Legion is split on 2 fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthon. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with Ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title as the Ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, it must be nearly finished. And knowing the Ethereals, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the Ethereals discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Will you be my champion?
Oh, I can deal with many things. Somehow, this NPC reminds me of Xena the Warrior Princess. I don't think the voice, her voice sounded like Xena. But maybe it's her, like, the way she says things. Alright, we are going to grab a quest item. It's a Dialis diary, and that will give us a few experience. There are a few stars. We need to kill 10 of these what do we call it? The eggs. This is their younglings. Alright, okay. Let's keep on clearing the eggs. Right, it's 9 of them now. I think almost done. be more back there, or? I think we need to go back to the field. One more egg. My God. Alright, done that quest. So the Thorny Boy is now giving me 10% extra damage. We are going to head towards the shrine up there. We are going to put into I want the skill, poison resistance. Yeah, why not? Banshee's Misery. No, cold damage, don't need it. Now normally there is a little corpse that gives you another quest item for a secret stash. Apparently that corpse didn't spawn here. So we are gonna look for it in the nearby house, which is this one. Sometimes he spawns here, but if not, then we'll have to search. Apparently he's not spawned here. There is another house down to the south. We'll see if he spawned there. What happened there? Okay. Walter's note. It's not here either? Okay. Where would he be? Let's go through here. Let's grab the rift first, and then we're gonna look for that. Sure, there's a barn somewhere that this corpse is going to spawn in. Can't remember where it is. Here? No? It's not here either. Is it the back of the house? No. Oh no. Anyway, let's complete the other quest here. So in here, let's read Alana's journal. This is a bit disturbing. And Walter's note. Alana's journal. Had the nightmare again. I'm in an old tomb. Barely a candle in to light the way. Off in the corner I see a pair of red glowing eyes. They come closer, closer, then just before I can make out what it is through the shadows, the creature is gone. I try to run, but every way I go ending rubble and stone. There is no escape. I turn around to see the eyes once more staring back at me. I hear laughter. A child's laughter. Then everything is fire. I try to scream, but nothing comes out. The eyes just stare ahead as I writhe in the flames. That is when I awaken, drenched in sweat. It has been like this for 5 nights in a row. The nightmares are becoming more frequent and I am not sure how much more of this I can stand. It may not be wise, but perhaps it is time we move on from this wretched place. Maybe it is. There's Alara. Hello, traveler. Don't get many visitors out here, not with the Mapteran running wild. How do you survive out here? We try to stay out of sight. If anything dangerous gets too close, we put out a campfire and hide. We plan to leave this place soon though. You should too. Okay. Now, we're gonna help her by killing the monster in the cave. And I hope I'm prepared to, yeah, I have some dynamites. It appears that the entrance to the cave has collapsed. It could clear the way to the old explosive. The old abandoned mines around old Arcovia are likely to the best place to find some. Okay, yeah. I'll take 1 dynamite. Okay. Alright, we're gonna head into the cave. Yeah, there we go. Callista. Please help me, I'm scared. Now, she is the possessed. She's the demon. A little girl all by herself in here. Suddenly looks serious. I'm not a little girl. I'm almost this many years old. Callista holds up a hand and with all her fingers spread out. Mama says so. I find it odd that you survived on your own out there. I find it odd that you are so suspicious. Your mistrust must be a reflection of your own poor character. Is your heart so bitter that you want to help a lost child find their way home? Please help me. Now, if you help her, she goes out and she murders the entire camp. Okay? So, something seems off here. Flame flickers in Callista's eyes. Take me from this place now! You are a deceiver, demon. Yeah, so it's Barogneth the Hellfire. He's not much of a fight. We kill her, we get 9,000 experience. So that's pretty nice. Okay, we'll read a Walter's note. I can see smoke rising from the Everbrook's estate. They're nearly here. Whatever they are, I've barricaded doors and windows so as best as I could. All that remains now is to wait for them to come to us. The wife insisted that we abandon the farm and head for Homestead. But I'll be damned if I let some green-eyed freak kick us off our land. Our family has not toiled on this farm for generations just to leave it at the first sign of trouble. Those cowards in Homestead can leave their crops or to rot. When all this blows over, I still be here tending to the harvest and they will look the fools. Yeah, the pride of that guy cost his life. But who would have known, right? If you've worked generations on your field, on this farm, and like you go like, oh, some green-eyed animal is coming to, causing trouble. You're not gonna leave either, right? Doesn't make sense. Is there another? Maybe the corpse is here. I can find it here. Maybe. Is it this one? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is a map. Martha's Everbrook. This is their secret. They bury something in the hills, and we are going to help them dig it out. Slap. We're just gonna hug the left wall. Oh, I think that's a dead end. Yep, there we go. That's the quest. Alright, we need 1 dynamite. This rock formation does not appear natural. It must be the spot described in the old will. The farmhands did a thorough job in covering up the treasure. You can clear out the avalanche with some heavy explosives. The older abandoned mines from there. Okay, we'll find some 1 dynamite. Okay, let's open up and we get some experience. Cortosian chest guard. Elemental damage. Yeah, no good. So leveled up. Oh, we'll go vitality damage. Yeah. So it does give me bleed, so I'll increase all 3. Summon a thorny boy again, and we're gonna head into... Oh, hold on. Let me turn off the heater. I'll be right back. So it is winter here in Australia. In the last few days, it's been really, really cold. Alright, let's see if the hive is here. No, not this place. Alright, let's keep on going over there. think the hive is over here. Yeah, these are not the bugs, so I'm in the wrong area. I need to backtrack a little bit back. Yes, maybe it's down here. Yeah, it's with the bugs. Has to be in one of these fields. Maybe I'm just unlucky. There we go. Ah. We're gonna head inside. No, it's not this one. There is a shrine here somewhere underneath. And there should be... Is that one of the pheromone dude? Come on. There we go. Maybe the boss mob is here somewhere. Oh no. He's stuck. Yeah, there we go. Flame's Virtue. Nice sword. Okay, there is a... I think that's a secret area. You're supposed to get some good gears here, but nothing good drops. Alright, let's go down there. Okay, we're gonna break that wall and hopping down, and we are going here. Alright, hop across. Here's a little mini boss. That thing died while standing up. Okay, I'm gonna let it. Ether and Chaos, not done any of that. Okay, let's start the shrine. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we will put on a skill and we just put on Grasping Vine. Yeah, just put on grasping right. That's fine. Okay, that's it. Okay, time to finish off this area. Can't even get near me. Alright, we're just gonna head back out. Oh, come on. Grand Visor Lozako. I think that's the other pheromone. Alright, we got both pheromone. We can head into the boss room. Imagine I put like Aura of Censure around while being slowed.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, level up. Yeah, she's stuck. Ow. Cool. There is a chest. Nothing of value dropped. I think there is a good chest down here. Oh, not really. Okay, we are going back to tell him the good news. Going back to Homestead. And we got a few things to sell.
See anything you like?
Cunning, Elemental, don't worry about shields, Elemental. Yeah, not gonna use any of these weapons. Acid, Lightning, Physique. Fire is good, but I've seen a few times. So those gears drop fairly frequent through every playthrough. And I'll read that law note after the quest is turned in, so done. And this book, no use. Alright, let's turn in the quest. I'm relieved to hear that, and that you've returned in one piece. The Dematerans should not be trifled with, especially in such numbers. I'll speak to Captain Sommer about ending some guards out along with some of the farmers. We will have the field cleaned up in no time. In the meantime, I was hoping you would hear me out for a far more grave task. Okay, what is it? The Demeterans' hives are cyclical in nature. Every 7 years or so, they birth a new queen, which promptly proliferate their numbers and causes them to explode across the countryside. In the past, we would rally together and exterminate the queen while she was still young. But after the Grim Dawn, the Demeterans were allowed to thrive, and their queen has molted into a massive creature that spawns new Demeterans by the dozen every day. Okay? She has to be destroyed. Otherwise, the insects will eventually run out of food and attack us in force. The queen is always guarded by 2 of her grand viziers, so you would have to acquire their pheromone glands to even enter her chamber. We know that the royal hive is somewhere out in the rotting croplands to the west of Homestead. After the way you handle the infested fields, I'm confident in your ability. Will you help us hold the Demeteran reproductive cycle? It's ended. I will gladly pull together all of our iron bits if you can pull this off. I've already dealt with the queen. Oh, inventory bag. Well, that is the best news I've heard for weeks. I've had to speak to Captain Sommer about getting a proper kitchen set up. Your continued support is ensuring that Homestead will produce enough food for all. Well, what about Devil's Crossing? That's what I came here for in the first place. You have done much to help us get our fields back in order, but I cannot spare anything until my people have had more time to grow the fresh crop. If you continue to help us out, then that will free up the hands I need to tend to the harvest. Clearing out the beasts roaming the land will also assure that we can work in peace. So all that for nothing. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Thank you for clearing out our farm. It's the best news I've heard in weeks. I found your diary. Naughty, naughty. Oh heavens, I hope you didn't read it. It's not proper to stick your nose into a lady's private scribblings. Thank you. I dropped it when we fled the farm. Figured the Demeteran would have shredded it by now. Your secrets are safe with me. Wink, wink. Alright, this is her note. So Oliver doesn't want me writing in here anymore. He says it fills my head with dreams where there's work to be done around the farm. So I've been writing at night when he's asleep. He cannot stop the ruse that pulls the string off my heart. The Weeping Oak by Dela Thornsbury. The limbs of a nearby tree tapped a steady rhythm against the bedroom window. Another storm was building up on the horizon, but Dela could not shake the feeling that this would not be just another shower. She sat up in her bed and took a quick glance at her husband, Oliver. He was still fast asleep. Not even a hurricane would stir that man from his slumber. Dela got up, making sure not to shift the covers off her husband. She tiptoed to the wardrobe and retrieved her gear, a well-worn suit of light leather armor, and her trusted sword, Stormheart. The blade sparkled with electricity as she removed it from its scabbard. The enchantment was still as strong as the day she had found it in the tomb north of Darkvale. Dela replaced the blade and hooked the scabbard into her belt. She took one last glance at Oliver before heading out the door. It was best he did not know about her little nightly vigils. He would just worry himself sick, and Dela could not stand to see him so obsessed over her safety. The wind whipped Dela's hair around her face as she stepped out of the front door. The rain was already starting to pick up. The ground was drenched with moisture, turning the path into mud. Dela tread carefully, planting every step on the stone or where the ground was still firm. At last she arrived at the edge of a lone oak tree, a place she could be alone with her thoughts. But there was something off about the spot that night. A deep sense of dread immediately overcome her. I knew you would come out to greet me, Dayla, my dear. A ghastly voice spoke from behind the tree. Dayla drew Stormha, its sparkling surface turning the raindrops into mist. A dark figure showed itself and calmly walked towards her. She could not see the man's face, but she knew well who he was. Come now, is there any way to greet your brother? The man spoke again. Dayla did not say a word. Instead, she let her blade do the talking for her. The figure countered her blow with a blade of his own, a burning sword that left streaks of fire across the air with every swing. I see you've been practicing, the man said with a grin forming on his lips. Thunder crackled in the sky as lightning flared down from the heavens. Briefly illuminating the scene, the light from the storm revealed the face of Dayla's adversary, the grisly, heavily decayed face of her brother, Travis. Dayla hissed through clenched teeth. She dove in for another attack. So you will find that Dayla Thornsbury eventually ends up chasing her brother, and yeah, it become somewhere towards the end of the Forgotten Gods expansion, I think in Act 7. Now I have saved my level up. In anticipation that I'm gonna join Kymon very soon. And I'm gonna sink those points into into skeletons very soon. Alright, let's go through this little secret area. What I found a bit frustrating with Green Dawn is that the gears that you get, majority of it, is irrelevant to your build. It just doesn't matter. I guess it's the developer's decision to, because so many combination of masteries, and I guess to the point of even a single skill. I mean, ultimately, it's the damage type that we are going to, the players are stacking up to play the game. For this, I'm going for pet, but pet builds generally are very unforgiving for diversion. It has to be focused, otherwise the pets either don't survive that well or they don't do too much damage. Normal should be okay. I think pets will overrun normal, but when it comes to, I think, higher difficulties, the pets just, yeah, it needs to be focused. And replacing pets, like via resummoning pets, are very mana heavy. Alright, we are almost there. Oh, there is a... Oh, yeah. That shrine is where the cannons are, but we're not going there just yet. We're gonna join Kymon first, and then we're gonna come back. Grab the cannon, go to the Pine Baron. Whoa. Okay, there's the boss here. So, hello. Oh. Hey, what? You're so slow. You can't catch me. It's dead. Alright, there is the amalgamation. There's some lore notes, some body. Alright, guess what? We are going to join Kymon next. We're gonna get some loot, hopefully something good. No, nothing good. Okay, just components. Alright. Heading back to Homestead, and then we go to Sorrow's Bastion. We're gonna join Kymon, and then we're gonna turn Necromancer on him. Surprise! 10% all damage is nothing. Pierce, no, don't have any pierce damage. It's all bleeding and physical, baby.
There was much commotion reported in the area around the gruesome harvest. I trust you have good news?
Yes, I have.
I see your reputation is well earned. The Legion thanks you for your service to the Emperor. With the ethereal threat crippled, we can now turn our attention to the cult of Chthon.
I'm eager to get started.
My scouts have reported back from the lands to the north. The situation is far worse than I ever imagined. The cult of Chthon is on our doorstep and in great numbers. Worse still, they've been capturing farmers, travelers, even my own soldiers, and using them for their blood rituals. We cannot risk the cult bolstering their forces with chthonic beings. I need you to venture out beyond Sorrow's Bastion to the north and search their camps. Rescue any survivors before the cultists can use them as sacrifices.
Alright, sure. I'll find them if they survived. Okay.
Just the person I'm looking for. The others may disagree with me on this, but there's something I need you to do.
What is Ulgrim?
There are 2 other groups of survivors in the region that we are aware of, but Somer and Creed do not consider them to be of strategic value. Frankly, I disagree. They may consist largely of fanatics, but fanatics aimed in the right direction can be a powerful force.
Yeah, they are
Ask
fanatics, alright.
representatives from both the Order of Death's Vigil and Kymon's Chosen to visit here and speak to us. There is some obvious animosity between the 2, but perhaps we can leverage that against them. I would like you to be our representative. Speak to both of them. Learn all that you can and decide which of the 2 groups would prove to be of superior strategic value. I just don't see them working together, I'm afraid.
I'll speak to them. But over here there's no strategic values. Here, we're going Kymon.
I have come to represent Kymon's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
Okay, so this is Brother Maltair, chosen of Kymon, at your service. Though I must wonder why you've brought this Necromancer filth here as well. But okay. Don't bother, don't worry about him. You're gonna have a Necromancer on your hand very soon. You have decided then? Are you chosen to Kymon to battle alongside the Black Legion? Yeah. We'll do whatever, right? Kymon will be pleased to hear of this. This alliance will be beneficial to both groups. Let us banish the enemy as one. I must ask that you visit our enclave to the north. We have taken over a part of Sorrow's Bastion and made it our new home. Seek us out by taking the road north through the fallen fields. When you've reached the ruin, look for the tower. Once there, please speak to Brother Alluvius. He will set you upon your enlightened path. Okay, alright. Let's go to... let me pick up this quest. Oh, hold on. The Weapon Master borroweth. The Weapon Master looks over the supplies and sighs. It's a damn shame about the cannons. This place would feel a whole lot safer if we had a few of those beauties mount up on the wall. Well, what happened to the cannons? We had no choice but to abandon them on the road when the ethereal attacked us in force. Thankfully, the bastards don't know a thing about artillery. Now, what if I recover them? then I would call you insane. Treading into that area is nothing short of suicide. There is a reason we call it the conflagration now. It's overrun with ethereals, even the very ground will cook you alive with ether fire. Yeah, like living, stay out of that place. Just watch me. Yeah. Alright, we are going to grab this. I hear you are going to attack the cultist camp. Ballsy move. But after what you did to that ethereal abomination, I suppose you are capable of anything. Oh yeah, and more. Since you are already planning to stick your neck out for us, I was wondering if you could do the Legion a small service. Alright, what do you need? At Captain Sommer's command, I have been sending out scouting parties to the north in order to study the cultist operations there. The cult has a strong presence in the Blood Grove, and they've been bringing powerful chthonic monstrosities into the world. Needless to say, it's dangerous work. Many of my men have not returned. Oh. When a soldier falls in combat and we can't recover the body, we make sure to at least bring back their insignia, basically the dog tag, right? So that they can receive a humble send-off to whatever hell awaits us all. My scout deserves more. But right now, I can't even give them that. We've lost too many men out there as it is. I can't spare anyone else to recover those insignias. Would you pay my men this last respect? I'll be sure to make it worth your while. I'm honored, and I will honor your dead. Excuse me, citizen, but I was wondering if you could help me out with something. Yeah, what do you need? Homestead is running low on building supplies. We've already salvaged the barn roof to reinforce the walls, but there's only so much we can do with sheets of metal. One of the buildings here would be a perfect place to let our men catch some sleep, but it's completely run down. We are going to need lumber, and I know just the place to get it. Problem is, the nearest lumber mill is overrun with chthonic spawn. I've insisted to the captain that our men need a place to rest properly, but she feels that casualties would be too great to risk retaking the mill. You are not under her command. You can do as you choose. Please head out into the Blood Grove to the north and secure Griver's Mill. After your heroics at the gruesome harvest, a few chthonic runs should be a cakewalk. Yeah, it will be a cakewalk. Not should, it will. And I got gears to clear out. And also, we got a law note. I think I've done too much reading already. What I'm gonna do is just gonna rush to the save point and join Kymon, and then spend my points. Kymon is on the right hand side, right? Yeah. Oh. Probably, yeah, that's alright. We'll go this way. Then we'll take the rift. So, alright, and then we go join Kymon. They are not suspecting anything.
May the light of Empyrean guide your path.
You're the one the Legion sent? You are later than unexpected. Oh my god, ungrateful piece of... Brother Illuvius, you wanted to speak with me? If you wish to prove yourself to the Chosen of Kymon, then first require proof of your purity of spirit. Show us that you are not aligned with the force of the world. What must I do? A vile cult of Cthulhu has long been an agent of corruption and chaos within Can, but their activities since the Grim Dawn are reaching catastrophic level. Even now they summon creatures from the void using their heathen blood ritual. These rituals must be stopped at any cost. The cultists are known to use special seals of binding when practicing their art. Their most powerful members often carry them on their person. If you truly are interested in the Father Kymon's mission, then you must recover these seals and bring them to me so that they can be incinerated in Empyrean's fire. Actually, that's my bad. I should have brought a seal, huh? Let's go to Homestead. I got every other kind in my bag except the seal. Okay.
I'll keep your stash
Alright.
safe.
Let's put things back in there. Carrying way too much. And seals. Let's grab 3.
I'll hold on to that for you.
Do you have the Chthonic seals? Are these the seals you seek? Good. Without these, the cult's rituals will suffer and their foul implements will burn in righteous fire. You have proven yourself initiates. Are you prepared to fight in Kymon's name? What does Kymon require? You have crippled the cult's ritual, but that is not enough. So long as the cult is allowed to act without fear, they shall wreak havoc upon what's left of humanity. We have tolerated their movement for too long. We must cancel their culture. What must be done? Father Kymon demands that one of the cult's highest ranked member be exterminated like the vermin he is. I speak specifically of Bova, the Bloodbinder. This individual is responsible for more sacrifices in Cthulhu than any other cultist in the area. By Kymon's will, hunt him down in Bloodgrove to the north and act out Imperium's vengeance upon him. Alright, consider him dead. Let's have a browse. Beacon of Hope. Alright, I'm not gonna read any more lore notes. People probably sick of my voice by now. Let's have a look at where Kymon is.
May the everlasting light of Empyrean guide your actions, just as it guides mine each and every day.
Will he attack me if I just go... No? Okay, you're happy with this? That's fine. He can't turn back now. Alright, we're gonna quickly do the homestead cannons, and once we finish the cannon, I'm just gonna call it a day, and take some rest. Oh, I have to walk through ether. So see the skeleton, the difference that the skeleton makes, it's just crazy. Especially the skeleton mage. Whatever that ether looking fire or the doom, I think they were chaos damage or vitality damage thing. Just so powerful. What? There's a mob outside? Hey, not fair. Physical fire. Alright, none of the gears are useful to my build. Yeah, with the skeletons, the damage output just becomes very ridiculous. It's light and day. Sorry, it's night and day. And this totem is basically like healing all of my pets, all the skellies. Basically those ether ticks don't even do anything to me. So that was what the scout was talking about, like that obelisk. It's like corrupting land. Done. Easy mode now. And let's go devotion. Finishing off the Ulo. Grab the cannon. Alright, let's port back to Homestead. Oh, Blyfiend. The movement speed is Oh, I got a movement speed right there, so I don't need this boot. Maybe for late. No, not for later. 21 damage. Anyways. Rings, amulets, leather. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna finish off today. Turning, level up. Oh, weapon masters. You're still in one piece. Suppose that means you didn't try to enter the conflagrations then. Wise choice. Actually, I went out there and the cannons are secured. Yeah, baby. You can see the cannons are appearing on the graphics now. Well, I'll be damned. You got more guts than brains. But you won't find me complaining when those cannons are back in our hands. I'll have some men sent out there to hurl them back immediately. You've done the Legion a huge service. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright, cool. With that,
See anything you like?
we finished today's run. And tomorrow we will read more lore notes. And I'll be streaming around about 8 o'clock, 9. Yeah, about 3 hours before now. So wherever you are, it is 11 o'clock now. I normally stream about 8 o'clock in the evening. And hope you enjoy the show. Hope to see you again. And thanks for coming to Spot Sanctuary. Bye bye. Thanks, my cookie. Alright, thank you.